Hey, hi, how's it going? I'm just super excited today because we at Symbl.ai very recently launched our brand new self-serve experience. It's kind of cool, and I want to give you all a speed run, a lot like a quick tour of this experience today. Before we get into that, if you don't know what is Symbl and what we do, we are an API platform for conversation intelligence. Using our APIs, you can extract valuable knowledge and insights out of natural language, free flowing human to human conversations. This works best for spoken language conversations, a lot of voice and video conversations. Jumping into our sets of experience, I'm going to sign in from here. If you do not already have an account, you could go sign up on platform.symbol.ai. If you already have an account, you could also sign in from there. All my details are saved here. I'm just signing in. Wow. Welcome to the brand new self-serve experience. So here you see your app ID, app secret, and the usage that you made, all of these, plus a bunch of important links for our Slack community, GitHub, documentation, etc. So diving into the new features, we have API Playground, which lets you basically test out how Symbol works for real without having to actually go through coding or our API or SDK or even testing it through Postman. This is a demo experience sort of to help you understand how does it work. Okay. So here you have multiple options. You could use live audio through streaming conversation. You could also use async, which is basically like processing of audio file or text file. You could also use telephony conversation to make a voice call and extract insights from there. So streaming and telephony are real time. Async is, of course, file and not really real time. I'm going to try out streaming. Again, over here, you can also look at the code view and understand how this could work in code. I'm going to skip the code view and just do the visual view right now. Yeah, just start speaking. Now my audio is being streamed through the microphone and is being processed in real time. As you can see, the transcription is popping up here, and more insights as they get identified will show up here. At the end of the conversation, we'll have a summary that will come up here. So what I'm going to do is just leave this open here to go check out other new features, and we could come back and see what's happening with the summary. Sounds good? Okay, so here we are back to the platform page. The other feature that I want to talk about today is API Explorer. This is sort of like a step-by-step flow of how you could use specific insights, how you could extract specific insights without having to actually code or go through Postman again. I'm going to try out my favorite ones here, which is summary. Also, it's easier, right? Yeah, so you get to see core view here, and you basically get to see how each step of it works. So here in step one, we're generating authentication. Sure, let's generate authentication. Now, yeah, access token is generated. Here is our access token with expiry. Now, when I hit next, I'm going to process a conversation. I'm going to just use a sample conversation here instead of uploading a file or providing a URL for processing an async conversation. So again, you see the sample code of how this is going to go through. All of this is ready here. And if you have any doubts about how it works, you could go through the code, then run request. Now we get a response, and this response is supposed to have a conversation ID and a job ID. This conversation ID is specific to this conversation that you just processed. In our case, it's a sample customer support call. And the job ID is the ID for that job that is being processed, which is basically this file that is being processed. Once you start processing, you would want to check the job status. So we go next, and again, that code is ready here. So this is our job ID, this is our authentication, and this is the conversation ID. See, but it says the job is completed. So that's great. Now we could go generate intelligence next. And when we get here, our conversation ID is here. So we're basically hitting the summary endpoint for this conversation ID, run request. Wow, there is the summary. This is the JSON response body, and these IDs include specific transcription messages that are responsible for this summary. So somebody installed their internet service for their new home and they had some issues. So they called the technician, and all of that is happening. So yeah, that's about API Explorer. You could also explore other insights like trackers, topics, analytics, all of these things. It's quite interesting how, what all you could find here. Next feature I would like to talk about is trackers. I'm not going to do a whole demo of this, but trackers sort of help you identify contextually similar phrases. Like, for example, I'm going to create a tracker here for promotion mention. I think this is going to be useful in sales or customer service scenario where you want to track if a promotion was mentioned. For discount, live promotion. Yeah. Now, anything that sounds contextually similar to any of this that the agent says, agent could say, we're currently having a discount offer for this product until the end of this week. And if make your decision today, you could save 25%. And it could be anything gibber of these words also. Like the agent doesn't really have to mention offer or discount or promotion. They could say, we're currently having a sale, which lets you buy our product at 25% off than the regular price. Sale is not a word that's mentioned in this tracker, but will still get tracked because it's contextually similar to this particular tracker. You could again try and experiment this with the trackers feature under API Explorer. Along with this, you have a bunch of other management tools here, like how you can specify custom domain or tracking code for your pre-built UI. Then you could check out logs, could manage trackers that we just did. You could check out your usage, billing, all of this. If it sounds good to you, please go give it a try. Let me know how you feel. If you have any ideas that you want to brainstorm about, or if you have any questions, or if you get stuck somewhere, let me know. Also, big kudos to our design team, product team, and engineering team for coming up with such an awesome experience. I really love it. Do let me know how you find it and what insights you find interesting. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Bye bye.